here's the two figures close up. Just like the 4-inch Alien collection, they're in the same size. Hey everybody, Stu Carter here from AtomicAI.com. I'm back with another Ben 10 toy review. This is from Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Ben, Classic Ben, and Vilgax version 2. That's an exclusive Vilgax figure in this 2-pack comic pack with comic. So stand by for a new toy review. Here's a close look at the package. It comes with two figures. This is called Classic Ben Tennyson. And we're going to review all the versions of Ben released over time after I open it. And then this is a Vilgax version 2, it says. And then it's packed with a comic. It's an 8-page comic, so it's not a real full comic. It says number 2. The first one we just reviewed previously. That was version 2 of Wrath with 6/6. On the back you get a better picture of the characters in this pack. They sell for about $14 in stores, and they're out now. Alright, let's open it up. Here's the two guys with the comic out of the package. We'll talk about the figures in a second. I want to show you the comic. It says, it's volume 1, number 2, has Ben's time come. And it looks like Ben, classic Ben, original Ben, has lost the Omnitrix. I'll show you just a little bit of it. A funny thing too, a little bit of product placement in here. In the first panel, can you see that Ben is playing with one of the Ben Ultra Alien block figures like this? Is that funny? That's kind of, look at that. That's cute. And also in here, you see the same version of Vilgax that you see in the 2-pack, and you see the upgrade gunship. There's the upgrade gunship, and let's see what else. There's Lodestar. He makes an appearance, and is that Brainstorm? Okay. And something weird. There's 16-year-old Ben and original Ben. What would we do? 12. Original Ben and older Ben. That's funny, huh? Well, all right, you guys can explain all that to me, you professional Ben 10 watchers. Let's look at the figures now. Well, here's the two figures close up. Just like the 4-inch Alien collection, they're in the same size, the same series, or about 4 inches or a little less. There's Classic Ben. Looks like he's a little less than 4 inches. Same with Vilgax. And we'll talk about them one at a time. Here's both of them together. We'll talk about Vilgax first. And the history of the Vilgax releases, we've had a lot of Vilgaxes over the years. There was, and I'm going to show you pictures of these. There was a Ben and Vilgax Transforming Rocks set that came out early on. A Vilgax Battleship play set. And well, I'm going to do a review on that later this summer also. There was two kinds of Vilgax Sumo Slammers. Two versions. Version 1, version 2. And there's then in the 4-inch Alien Collection series, the original series had a Vilgax, and then later the next year they had a Vilgax Battle version. But this is a completely different Vilgax. This would be really, they call this version 2 in the package, but it's really the third version of the 4-inch series of Alien Collection Vilgaxes. Are we going to see any more Vilgax this year? No. Maybe next year, I don't know yet, I don't have the information, but this is the last Vilgax for this year. Now he comes with a sword, it's flexible, Mom, Dad, don't worry about that. And he's got a fair amount of articulation. His hips will swivel, and no, his feet don't move. He's got peg holes for his feet. His arms will move at the shoulders only, at the both shoulders, okay? Both shoulders, and then his hands swivel at the hips. So I guess not a whole lot of articulation. His hand on the right is configured to hold the sword. His head will move a little bit, but with that long beard, you don't get a whole lot of movement there. And of course, as always, I'll take nice still photos and show them at the end of the video. And he's got his little number on the back so you can tell where he was born. He's got a pistol in his holster that doesn't come out, but his sword does come out of his hand if you wanted to. There. So you could pose him without the sword. In fact, you have to put it on yourself. That's Vilgax. And then here's what they're calling Classic Ben. This is from basically the look of Ben Tennyson from the original series when he was 10 years old. And we'll go through the other Bens we've had over the years. Here's a look at the original Ben from the Ben Tennyson from the original series. He came with a hoverboard. Looks the same as this one. So it really looks like they just reissued the same figure. There was a Ben Tennyson planetary powder figure, a minifigure. Then in the Alien Force series, the second year, Ben came with a hoverboard, and you see a picture there, a little bit different, a little bit more grown up. And then there's a Ben Tennyson DNA Alien Heroes, the 6-inch figures. There's a version 1 and a version 2. And now we're back to classic Ben. This year we're going to have more. There's going to be, next month in August, an Alien utility vehicle coming out with Ben, Kevin, and Gwen figures included. And then also in August, or a little bit later, there'll be a deluxe vehicle. That's the Mach 10 Rust Bucket. And it's the information I have says there'll be translucent green Ben 10 figure. And I suspect that's going to be Ben Tennyson. I don't really know, but it just said a translucent green figure included in that. Let's have a closer look at Ben, classic Ben. I never did do a video review of him when he came out, so it's nice to be able to do this again. And he has a bit more articulation than most of these figures. You notice he bends at the knees, which is nice, and at the hips, back and forth. And also, it's not physically possible with humans, but he can swivel at the knees out, so he can do some crazy kind of swivel moves. Normally you would do this in your hips, but with this figure he swivels at the knees. It's okay, because his hips do not swivel. So this enables him to kind of do some hip swivel-y kind of things. His arms only at the shoulders, not at the hands or anywhere. Notice he's got the classic, will this focus? The classic Omnitrix on his wrist. It's been a long time since we've had that one, but they are going to release again the parts of these of this Omnitrix toy, full size, and that's coming out this year as well. And you'll be able to put this together with the Ultimatrix also, which is going to be kind of weird. And his head will swivel as well. Vilgax. And so that's pretty good. He does not come with a hoverboard, so I hope you got your hands on one of the older ones and were able to save the hoverboard. And he's got also nice. He's got treads on his feet, on his shoes, and he's got peg holes, so you can put them on a diorama if you like to use those little peg things to pose them. That's pretty good. I'll take some nice pictures of him. I'll try to pose him a little bit. He certainly stands up easy with those big shoes of his. Helps him stand up. I don't have any troubles getting him to stand up there. I hope you enjoyed this review of the new Vilgax and Classic Ben figures with the comics. You might, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to friend me, I'll friend you back. And subscribe, because we've got more toy reviews coming. In fact, you guys have been bugging me, I know. I do have the Vilgax battleship right here. I'm going to do a review of it this summer. Just hold your horses. But I've got to get through some other things before I talk about this classic toy, okay? And just be patient. I do have some other toys to review coming up soon besides Ben 10. Until then, have a good day.